we're discussing our very important topic today. What would you recommend to help us grow, sell, and or engage more on Instagram? What tip do you have to share with us?
So I'm going to share a content tip because we're all here and we know content is the way to kind of play the Instagram game, right? And I wanted to share one that kind of hits all three areas for everyone because we want to do it, make it as easy as possible, right? So my first tip is a story. And this story is basically where you share. It could be a photo, you can record talking to the screen if you want to. I personally have just done a photo probably of myself or of the situation for context. And you simply share something relatable with your audience and you post a sticker with that relatable story. Now, why this works so well, I did it ages ago and it was, I was getting ready for a client call and I said like my toxic trait is having like 12 minutes before a client call and I decided that's the perfect time to clean the house. And I do it all the time and I just thought I'm just going to share this with my audience. I have never had so much engagement on a story before. So I had the little laughing face in the emoji reaction bubble. Insane reactions on that, loads of DMs, people telling me like what personality type I was, why I do this, like so much good engagement.
So this will be more engagement focused and growth focused too, but I really recommend talking head videos. So I've noticed this, I've started implementing this and Instagram still prioritizes that short form content still and gained a lot of popularity on TikTok, the talking head videos, the really long form content. And while Instagram still loves that short form content, incorporating talking head videos is really going to boost your engagement in terms of likes, comments, even views. Now, if your talking head video is a little too long, your views may suffer a little bit. But with that being said, I haven't had as many comments and many DMs as I've had lately because I've posted mostly talking head videos within the last, I would say, couple of weeks. I've been incorporating them. And it's so important too for your audience to hear your voice, to hear your personality, to hear your opinion. All these reels that I see, we're bombarded with content, right? I mean, there's 2 billion people on the app. It's insane. We can't get away from it. It's all content. And I feel that the content that's saying a hook and then saying, read the caption, that's dying. So that's going away. People really want to see more personality, more of who you are. And I think it's really important to incorporate that in. And if you've never done this before, talking head video, and you're kind of shy of the camera, it's not going to be perfect. That's okay. Done is better than perfect. If you could see my first talking head video, I was blabbering mess. I was like totally insecure about it. And I was like, done. Okay, I'm done. Posted it. It was done. But I've gotten better at it. And with time, you know, you're going to get better at it. And don't be shy to go out there and try it.
I like that piece of advice as well. As we go to Megan to share her next tip in regards to how to help grow, sell, or engage more on Instagram.
So mine would be, it's kind of encompasses selling, growth, and engagement. And it's to make your content about your person, even if it's about your audience, even if it's about you, make it about them by asking questions throughout your caption, you know, saying, am I the only one? Or please tell me you do this too. Or have you ever felt like this? You know, asking questions that they're probably not going to be answering necessarily in the comments. It's not your call to action, but it's the conversational piece. Or when you're on your stories, you're asking, do you feel this way? Do you want X, Y, and Z? Do you wish A, B, and C? You know, you're talking with your people, not at them. And you're making it about them, not just about you. So that's kind of a general thing, but every single time you're creating a piece of content, whether it's a story, a reel, a carousel, whatever, a caption, ask yourself before you post it, have I invited my audience into the conversation in some way? Not necessarily just shared education with them or told them a fact. You know, have I actually invited them into this conversation? So always asking yourself how to get people to care by making it about them.
Making it nice and personal about them, putting them first rather than you. It's always been something suggested in marketing. That's what I always say, you know, you should use the word you more than I sometimes in regards to marketing. And, you know, we are on social media and it is marketing. So you do have to remember that. I want to share my part in regards to a quick tip. And it's something that I'm actually doing right now, which is experimenting. And I think we see a lot of this. We hear a lot of people saying that you should experiment on social media. And I really do believe in that. because without experimentation, you wouldn't know what's actually working or not. And I've mentioned this actually in my last post, a reel that I shared today. The experiment is me testing reels. I've actually scaled down. I used to post 3 to 4 reels a week. I've scaled down to 1. And what I'm doing is I'm posting one on Mondays. I'm fine tuning it, figuring out what works. Where am I putting text? If I put it at the top, does it perform better than if I put it at the bottom? The type of music I use. I'm like really experimenting, finding all the different aspects in regards to actually see what is working. And I can tell you right now, over the last 3 weeks, the small tweaks that I've made have actually shown improvement. Even Adam Mosseri stated quite a bit in his IG stories when he does the Q&A. He says that even his own posts have dropped significantly in reach. So he's been experimenting more, and we could all see he's been trying new type of content. For those that don't know, Adam Mosseri is the head of Instagram. He's been trying all types of new content, and some of it's been working, and some of it hasn't. So what you do is you experiment, see what's working, A and B testing, and you move forward with what's working, you fine tune it. So I think experimentation is key, because you might discover something that you never would have tried before that might be working even better than any of the things that you're currently doing. So if you can, please experiment more. If you want to figure out some new things, we have new features coming to Instagram pretty much every day. But go ahead and go out there and experiment. As we wrap up our conversation here on what to do on Instagram to help you sell, grow, and engage more on this platform. It's a daily struggle. We know reach has been going down, but by using some of these tactics, you hopefully will put yourself in a better position. So as I always say, step your gram up. I want to know from you guys in the audience, just give a quick thumbs up if you've actually done a talking head reel as well. Put it in the comments. I would love to get an idea of how many people are actually doing this.
It's like, that's a scary thing to do, right? But once you start, you can do it. I love it. Yay, good job. Everyone who's scared still, take that first step and talk on your stories, okay? Like, just start there and then get into reels. Sorry, I know that's not my tip, but I love it.